If you want fresh, organic vegetables grown locally in Attleborough, you might be interested in our 1 acre market farm. We're a small 1 acre farm. We're based just outside Attleborough in Rocklands, and we grow all kinds of organic fruit and veg, from your salad greens, from your root vegetables, to your fruits like tomatoes, aubergines and chilies. We sell our vegetables by the pound individually, or we have seasonal veg boxes that we can deliver to your door. So my name's Paulo. I run the small farm here, and I was inspired as a boy by my uncle Spiros in Cyprus on his farm, and he would produce really high quality vegetables for the local village and the local community, the local restaurants. And I just have very, very early memories of seeing fantastic fresh produce that was grown in soil, not mass produced, and just the quality of the food which was produced from those vegetables. The village where I'm from in Cyprus, people are known for living very, very long lives, and it is well known that everybody there either grows their own vegetables or they all survive on locally sourced vegetables with no chemical fertilizers, no pesticides or no herbicides. Today, a lot of the produce we get in supermarkets is hydroponically grown with an emphasis on speed and mass production, which really reduces the quality and the taste. And what I'm passionate about is producing really, really local, really, really good, healthy veg and selling it locally to people within 4 to 5 miles of our small farm. So looking around the farm here at the moment, we've got a lot of chard, we've got a lot of leafy greens. The weather is getting cooler now in September, so we're going to be growing a lot of Asian greens, and we will be providing a lot of salad mixes, healthy kales, cabbages, things like that. You know, today there's a lot of talk about saving the planet and climate change and saving the planet by driving electric cars, but in reality the best way that you can help to improve the environment and save the planet is actually to eat locally produced food. Not only does it reduce the amount of pesticides and food miles, it also tastes better and it's a lot better for you. So eating locally from a local farm is probably the best way to go if you actually do want to contribute to helping the environment. Now here on our farm we don't use any chemical pesticides, fertilizers or herbicides. What we have is we've integrated a lot of natural wildlife habitat on our farm. We've got a small woodland, and what that does is that increases beneficial insects and also increases small predators like reptiles, toads and many birds that eat some of the common pests like slugs and aphids. We fertilise with only locally sourced organic fertiliser, basically horse manure, and we get actually all of the horse manure within a mile from the farm. We test all of our horse manure as well, but we know that the horses are fed on organic grass. They're not fed any herbicides or anything like that, so it just doesn't come out in the manure. And that's how we fertilise, so there's no inorganic fertilisers at all. And just by looking at our chard, you'll see it's really, really healthy, really, really strong growth, really, really healthy soil. And we really have an emphasis on healthy soil here. What we do is we have some beds that we will rotivate for crops like carrots, but most of our beds we actually mulch with locally sourced straw. And what that does is that helps to encourage soil life, which really helps the soil ecology on our site. So all of our crops here are grown by me from seed and harvested by me. From seed to harvest, I start off all the seedlings in the polytunnel where they're safe from pests, and we do also save our own seed. So what you'll see down here is we've actually got a few of our autumn and winter crops which are just germinating now. So a lot of these are our Asian greens, some brassicas, some winter cabbages. We've also got some late chards which we're bringing on in the polytunnel, and some lettuces which will be giving us a crop all the way through autumn into the winter time, which will be growing undercover in the polytunnels. So a lot of the compost that I use is actually created on site. What we do with the mulches, we'll sometimes take the mulches off with any weeds that we harvest and any byproducts from the harvesting of vegetables. We just put that straight into a compost situation with the horse manure, and that usually takes about a year, and then we sieve that, and that is just perfect for starting off our seeds. We get really, really strong, really, really healthy seedlings, And the soil here in Attleborough, Rocklands outside Attleborough, is actually very, very good quality soil. That clay loam, which really, sandy loam, which really, the roots of the plants really want to get in there and really put on some good growth. Now, because of all the sun and warmth we've had this year, we've had a really good year on the farm. We've got a lot. It's been a great year for squash. It's been a great year for tomatoes, chilies, things like that, which we've been growing in tunnels. But also now we're getting a bit more rain. It's getting a little bit cooler. Things like the chard, we've got leeks, alliums, onions are all sort of doing really well. We've got some spring onions which are going in at the moment as we're going to head now towards autumn. We've also got some really nice cool weather lettuce, which is really crispy and really got a fantastic flavour. We also grow a lot of herbs, things like parsley. At the moment we grow the big Italian, the giant parsley, you know, real big bunches. Really good for soup, stews and salads. I actually quite like the parsley in a salad. It's got a really good taste, much better than you're going to get in the supermarket. So here we got our winter crop of spinach. So we're starting to put spinach in now. Spinach we do successional plantings, and we do bag spinach, and we also do fresh bunches of the perpetual spinach, which is really tasty, really good as a filler in soups, stews, curries, things like that. And we've just planted the last of our beets, so fresh beetroot, which will probably be cropping around late October time, November. And what we do is we will store them roots, and we can then slow release them during the festive period. These little seedlings went in about 3 weeks ago. They're already getting strong. I just got to do a final cultivation of the weeds in there. And they will be, once they get going really strong, and they've got a real sweet taste, these beetroot. We've also got the multicoloured beetroot, which is quite an exciting variety, and also very sweet, very tasty indeed. So these carrots we're growing here, they really love the soil here, that sandy loam. We get the roots, they go right down deep, and we end up with these beautiful carrots. They're really sweet. And we grow them all different. We grow the big, larger Autumn King kind of varieties which stay in the ground up until Christmas. We also grow the multicoloured carrots, and we grow some smaller carrots as well, which are really beautiful. If you wash them off, you can literally just wash them and eat them straight away. So we grow a lot of different types of lettuce here. Lettuce is one of those crops we're really proud of what we produce. We produce many different types. We produce red romaine variety. We also have loose leaf for salad mixes, but we also sell the lettuce heads as well. And as you can see here, we've got quite a good selection here, and that's always quite a popular one that people like all throughout the year. So if you are interested in our produce from our small farm here just based outside of Attleborough, follow us on Facebook, Attleborough Organic Vegetables. You can find the link in the description, or you can just go to our website and see what's available in our shop. Because we're always starting off new vegetables and harvesting, really there's quite a seasonal theme to what we produce. We will only be producing seasonal vegetables when they're ready. We do have some storage facilities, but yeah, basically just have a look at what's on the shop, and what we try and do is try and update as we harvest on the Facebook page. If you follow the Facebook page, you know, for instance, we've got mushroom production, shiitake mushrooms. When they flush, we just make an announcement, and then you can just have them as and when they're ready. So yeah, follow us on social media. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked a little look around the farm. Do feel free to follow, and contact me directly if you want via email. Thank you very much.